There are several red flags or traits that make a client vulnerable to financial exploitation. One of those traits is cognitive impairment. Cognitive impairment strikes many people. 1 in 3 clients that are over the age of 85 suffer from a cognitive impairment such as Alzheimer's. There are red flags as well with clients dealing with financial exploitation. Large withdrawals out of an account. Suddenly someone appearing in the client's life who's very involved in the finances, especially someone who might not otherwise be likely to work with somebody's finances. All red flags that financial fraud may be occurring. There's several steps that seniors can take to protect themselves from financial abuse. One of the big ones is getting somebody else involved, such as a financial advisor. Financial advisors have access to multiple robust platforms for some of the world's largest financial firms. Additionally, protecting passwords and credit are other steps that can be taken. Typical passwords, the most popular one over the last couple of years has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, closely followed by password. So strength of password and monitoring those is critically important to keep people from hacking into accounts. Knowing the scams and awareness. Knowing not to click on links in emails or providing sensitive information to people that out of the blue request them. People that claim to be the IRS likely are not the IRS. Also, individuals who need money very rapidly or very quickly may be attempts at fraud or a scheme to take money from a senior. The most common perpetrator by far is family. Family is the most common at 90% of all financial fraud. In fact, the closer the relative, the more likely it is that that individual will be the perpetrator of the fraud. 2/3 of all elder fraud are perpetrated by either a child or a spouse. Additionally, the amount of elder fraud that occurs in the United States per year is staggering and somewhat debated. There's one firm that says it's 2.9 billion, there's another firm that says it's 36.5 billion. And that's split between stranger-oriented fraud and familiar fraud. $6.7 billion is from caregivers, $12 billion is from actual criminal activity, and then $17.8 billion, it's $17 billion is from exploitation. Uniformity goes a long way. Every state has somewhat different laws as it pertains to obligations of financial advisors in reporting financial fraud. Some states require firms and advisors legally to report if they suspect the fraud. Other states, it's not a requirement. So uniformity in that area and additional legislative efforts would help. FINRA has gotten into the mix. They released a proposed rule, 15-37, that would require the name of a trusted contact person if financial fraud was suspected. Also, the SAFE Act, which recently passed the House, lessens some of the liability issues associated with reporting elder fraud or suspected elder fraud.